Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I'm reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading's office down in sunny South Florida, Miami. Today's date is Thursday, April the 18th, 2013, and here is today's midday market update brought to you by wallstreettrading.com. I want to first start by taking a look to see how the indices are trading for the day here. The Dow Jones is down 43 points. The CompQ is down 26. The Russell 2000 is down close to 2 points here. S&P is down a little over 5.5 points. If we take a look at the commodities are green across the board today. USO is up 42 cents. GLD is up $1.76. GDX is up $1.08. JJC Copper is up 32 cents, and SLV is pretty much flat, up 4 cents. Take a look at the volatility index. The VIX is up 57 cents. Taking a look at the financials via the XLF. The XLF is down 12 cents. USO, not USO, but the XOI, the oil index, is up $9.52. We take a look at the currencies. The FXE, the euro is up 50 cents today via the FXE, the euro ETF, and the dollar, the UUP ETF, is down 5 cents. So what we have going on here is some strength in the euro, some weakness in the dollar, and that's all starting to change now ever since we made this little low right here around 11:45. All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick look to see how the how the ES is trading right now. Right out the gate, we had some nice selling pressure. This key trend line that I've been going over with you guys, showing you guys, is still into play here. 1 second. Let me just go ahead and put this in there because the channel's still in play. You can see they tried to break us up inside the channel today here, and we were not able to break inside of it. So again, whenever you have a key trend line that's in play, a key channel, you want to make sure you put it on your charts where it's relevant. This is a 15-minute chart, by the way. We had the breakdown right here on the ES back below that key level. We sold off. We rallied right back into it and acted as resistance. I've been showing you guys this setup yesterday, and we also had a setup that we had posted on our Facebook page, Wall Street Trading, that happened, I believe, on April the 1st, that gave the same setup, all right, where you break a channel, key channel level, you sell off, you rally back to it, you back test it, back test holds, you get another leg down. All right, so we've been moving pretty clean through the markets today here in the room. Again, if you have not had a chance to go to the room, check it out. It's mywallstreettv.com. But to get in the room, you have to go to wallstreettrading.com and sign up for the 14-day free trial. Now here, if we take a look at the 5-minute chart on the ES, again, this was a nice little sell setup that we got right here below the previous day's closest black line. We broke down, rallied right back up, had a nice little range form right here, got involved to the long side of 1540. Told everybody, look, guys, if we hold above 1540, you want to start looking at the long equities and, get out of your short positions. Rallied all the way back up, hit that key trend line. And then right here, what they were doing on the 5-minute chart, the ES was chopping a lot of people up. A lot of people are looking to get short that lower high right here. All right, if you got short on the break of this this 5-minute low, showed you some money for a bit, but then it started going against you a bit. So it was pretty much trying to shake you out of your short trades. But some of the analysis that I put in the room here was the analysis that I put in the room in the chart. We watched the closing prices. The closing prices were consolidating right here. All right, we have two confirmation lower closes, but once we started closing below that little base range, remember support, resistance, we got that nice little selling pressure, and then we sold off all the way back down towards 1538, which was a target that I gave out when we broke down from here. Right, and now we're back at that 1543, 46 level. So that level is a key level to watch. Support broke down, so now resistance, support. Because we broke right back above it, support, now resistance because we broke back below it. It acted as resistance right here. So you want to make sure you're keeping a close eye on this 1543 half level. Right now, the ES is trading in the range between this support down here, 1538 now. We broke out of this consolidation, had a nice leg up, and we got rejected right here at this 1543 half. So watch that level and try to draw some of these lines on your chart if you are not watching these same trend lines that we're watching. All right, so let's go and take a look at the ETFs here. Starting off with the SPY. SPY has been trading in a range between 154.25 and 155.36 for the past 2 days here now. You can see we opened up near the top of the range, sold right back off towards the bottom of the range. They bought us right back up. Try to trade back up towards the top of the range. They sold us right back. They sold us right back off to the bottom side of the range here, 154.26 on the SPY. What we want to see, if you're looking to get bearish in the market, is for the SPY to hold, I would say, below the 50% range of this, below the 50% level of this range right here. That lines up to be 154.85. All right, 1 second. All right, so if we start holding below the 50% range of this 50. Oh, sorry, I keep on saying that. If we continue to hold below the 50% level of this range here, look for them to try to take us out to the lows. A couple clues that were telling us that we were probably going to have a tough time trying to break to new lows was the Russell 2000 futures were not making new lows. All right, the Russell 2000 sold off in the morning part of the session in the first 45 minutes, and then when it moved back towards the lows, it did not break the early session lows. Neither did the ES. The NASDAQ did, because in the NASDAQ we have Apple trading pretty weak. All right, so let me go ahead and expand this chart right here and show you guys the IWM real quick. IWM, same thing here, trading in a range. All right, they sold us off at the top of the range, rallied back up, got rejected. If we hold below the 50% level of this range, look for them to try to take it back down towards the bottom and possibly break. All right, we got to keep on. We have to wait to see how this market trades going into the afternoon session here, into the latter part of the session. IWM is going to take a look at the triple Qs now. The triple Qs, they did break out of their range, and you can thank Apple for that. We broke down. They tried to move back up. It got rejected, and we'll move right back down. So keep a close eye on that 67.20, the low of the day. All right, remember the triple Qs have been getting a negative order flow every time it breaks below 69. If you guys take a look at the after the bell market summary videos, we've been on top of that, so make sure you tune into those. All right, so what did we trade today here in the morning session that made us a nice cash flow on the equity sides? All right, a nice cash flow on the equity side. We traded BTU. Okay, BTU came out with some earnings this morning, and they beat the. There we go. 1 second. BTU came out with earnings this morning, and they lost less than expected. What does that mean? That's a positive. If they lost less than people were expecting, that's a positive sign. So what happened? The stock gapped up on the 60-minute chart, this is why all the coal stocks are in play this morning. The stock gapped up on the 60-minute chart. Let me expand this for you guys here. All right. If you take a look at the 5-minute chart, you can see the gap up. All right. Then on the desk, I was telling the fellas, all right, to watch out for this range break. Okay. You have a nice little range that developed right here on BTU, 1970, 1925. The fact that it was not breaking down with the market showed you guys that there was an underlying bid in the stock, all right, and that there were buyers in the stock. Gave you a nice little consolidation range to work out off of. So right when we broke over 1970, I told the guys to watch out for a little pullback, which this was a minor pullback to be honest with you, which I'll show you guys on our fusion system here real quick. And it took off. All right, I got involved on this little pullback right here around 1996, and I was able to catch some of this move right here. I put a break-even stop. They stopped me out of my break-even right here, and this thing kept on going. If you want to take a look at how I traded it this morning, which is not it was a decent trade. Could have been better, but let me go ahead and show you guys that trade real quick here, and then we'll be touching base with you guys after the close. But BTU 1-minute chart. All right, you guys can see my entries on the trade. All right, this is a sideways consolidation range, higher low. Volume came in on the breakout. That's why you got to make sure you watch that tape action on it. 1 second. Zoom in for you guys here. Consolidation range. All right, we broke out 1970. The volume came in down there at the bottom of the screen. All right, that's the volume. Now we zoom back in, and this is the entry right here. All right, on a pullback on top of that key level. The fact that they didn't actually back test the 1970 level and they actually held a bid that was 10 cents higher than the breakout level shows you that there's a demand in the stock. I got involved right here at 19. 1 second. Let me zoom this in for you guys right there. All right, I got involved right here at 19. At what level is that here? Sorry, 1996. All right. 1996. I sold some 20. What was that here? Sold some 2026s just to take some off the table, and then I got caught right here for a flat. So aside from that, I really haven't done much. I didn't really put much size on this trade because my entry was kind of I would have liked to buy those 1970s. So I got involved in some right here, sold a little bit off right here, then got stopped out for the rest for break even. But aside from that, a lot of traders in the room caught this nice little leg up here. So that's about it, folks. Make sure you check out the chat room, mywallstreettv.com. Remember, to log into the chat room, you have to go to wallstreettrading.com and sign up for the 14-day free trial. Have a good day, folks. Cheers.